The man charged in Tupac Shakur's murder is speaking out from behind bars for the first time. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis insists he was 300 miles away when the rapper was shot. Now he's pointing the finger at someone else. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has this ABC News exclusive.
The death of rap legend Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago became one of the nation's most notorious unsolved murders.
Hey, Keith, Metro Police, come over here.
Then in 2023, a breakthrough when prosecutors charged this man with ordering the hit, the only person arrested for Shakur's murder, who now tells ABC News authorities have the wrong man.
I'm innocent. I ain't killed nobody, never did ever kill nobody. They don't have no evidence against me. Came and put me in Las Vegas.
61-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis says the night of the murder, September 7th, 1996, he was in Los Angeles, 300 miles from the Las Vegas intersection where Tupac Shakur was gunned down.
Prove that I orchestrated this. You know what I'm saying? Your key witness orchestrated this. They top witness is the lead suspect.
The defense pointing to someone else, Reggie Wright Jr., a former cop and security guard for record mogul Suge Knight, who was driving the car Tupac was in the night he was shot. Wright has denied any involvement and has said it bothers me because I was in charge of possibly protecting this young man. And prosecutors say Davis incriminated himself in his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, and in this on-camera interview.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
They keep it from the cold of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
Davis now says his previous admissions connected with the shooting were made under duress and for money, claiming he did not write his own memoir and was fed information by police.
I shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said nothing. And I'm innocent, man.
Prosecutors declined to respond directly to Davis's new claims. They say their case is strong and they expect a conviction. Tupac Shakur is one of the best-selling rap artists of all time, 75 million albums to date. Most of those sales posthumously, thanks in part to hits like California Love. Davis's arrest followed years of fan-driven theories that an intense rivalry between East Coast and West Coast rappers sparked the fatal attack on Shakur.
And I'm being held against my will. I'm supposed to be out there enjoying my twilight. God got my back, and God will see me through this.
The judge has not yet weighed the defense's claim of a different suspect. And right now, Diane Davis is scheduled for trial in February. Diane?
Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky, thank you.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and thank God that woman said Tupac Shakur. All in the 90s, I used to remember news segments where they used to call him Tupac Shaker, Tupac Shakur. It's just so 30 years it only took for people to correctly say his name. But I will say this dumb piece of filth right here, Keefe D, he's stupid. This right here, Jim Jones is not the oldest YN. Keefe D is. He's dumb. He must have forgot. They didn't even show the Vlad TV interview where he snitched on himself. He said he was in the back seat. He said his nephew shot Tupac. He said that nobody would have reached over Dre. Nobody would have reached over like Dre didn't shoot Tupac. And I don't mean Dr. Dre, one of the dudes in the car named Dre. Like, he's so dumb and dense, he forgot what he said. Talking about he innocent. Now he trying to throw the blame on Reggie White. That's not gonna work. Reggie Wright. That's not gonna work. Like Reggie Wright said that he was put in position to protect Tupac. Now I don't know what he mean by possibly protecting Tupac. He should have either did it or not. I think he should have been charged for negligent. Right? You assigned to a security detail. That's a bad reputation to get as a security, police officer, moonlighting as security. But Suge Knight was kind of dumb. So there's that. Don't get me wrong, Death Row, in my opinion, is the greatest record label ever. But the CEO was dumb as a handball. So then you have that. I would have never let Tupac be unaccompanied. He wouldn't have gotten in a fight with Orlando. He would have been heavily secured and guarded. Like, this is actually a lesson in what not to do when you manage a rap star. And for Reggie Wright, it's not gonna stick. this dumb piece of filth is now trying to place the blame on him because he don't like Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright don't like Keefe D. They've been bad mouthing each other in interviews before Keefe D was locked up. So I just hope this dummy gets sentenced. And I don't really think he was the gunman. It's possible he could have been, but whatever the case is, I think he want to live out his twilight years. Nah, bro, you die in a cell. Because I'm a firm believer, while I don't scrutinize the streets and certain aspects of it, if you're in the car with somebody, whether they got beat up by a rapper or not, if you got the chance, especially as a black man, to actually stop that from happening, like he was in the car, right? You could have prevented that. Matter of fact, he even goes on in the detail with Vlad saying that his nephew would have fought Tupac. Then you should have been the person to orchestrate that, as opposed to giving him a pistol, riding, looking around for Tupac, and open firing on him. Like, that could have been prevented. Like, I don't think there's no such thing as violence, black on black violence. Violence is violence, but as it pertains to violence in the black community amongst black people, some of this shit be like senseless. It'd be stuff it did never had to happen. Just people's egos get in the way, and dummies like this just sit and watch it as people get sprayed and gunned down. Like, you could have prevented that. Not only that, you was older than your nephew. You could have been the OG in the car to say, nah, like, let's go to Whataburger or Roscoe's, get some food. You cool off, smoke a L. Yeah, you could have did a million things, but you decided to be in the car when a fucking drive-by was going down, and therefore you are accessory to homicide. You go to prison, bro. That because nobody in death row got the nuts or the guts enough to like take you out. Suge Knight claimed he knew who shot Tupac. He should have got some like revenge. The fact that he didn't, we gonna do this the legit way. You was a big mouth doing all these interviews when you should have stayed quiet. Now you have the wherewithal and the retrospect to say you should have said, yeah, you should have stayed quiet, but you didn't. You're a dummy, so you go to jail for being, your crime is being stupid. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.